Tell me a little bit about your company and your mission.
Sure. So NeoThread was started out of really necessity. I saw a broken fashion industry that was sourcing unethically and also adding a lot of textile and pollution to the world and the landfills. And I decided just one day to kind of start this business where I would thrift secondhand pieces and then create them into one-of-a-kind articles. The whole mantra behind NeoThread is Cool Girls Care. And so that's about the environment, sustainability, sourcing ethically, and treating people right. And it's also about celebrating yourself in your clothing, these one-of-a-kind pieces.
So do you have any tips for thrifting? I mean, there's so much stuff in there. How do you know what to pick and take back to your studio?
One of the things I look for is definitely the integrity of the fabric and the stitching, because you want something to last. Usually I stay away from fast fashion brands at all because those are made so quickly and with so little intentionality that they tend to fall apart. And then I also just look for fabrics and styles that inspire me in some way. I always try to create things that I love, because I think that's when you create excellently.
And are there some fabrics that lend themselves better to the techniques and the other things you want to do to the pieces?
Sure, I mean, denim is always great. It's always really durable, and I think buying secondhand denim is important because it requires so much water to create new denim pieces. So really sourcing denim secondhand, I really highly encourage people to do.
Okay, so then once you've thrifted your stuff, you take it back to your studio, then what happens?
So that's where the magic happens, which is really not standardized. It's kind of a messy process, but I think for me, it's just seeing what potential does this piece have, and how can I imagine someone wearing this and feeling totally themselves in it. This is a pair of denim overalls that I just embroidered on the front pocket and also on the back for some more detail. Which is really fun, and I think it's something that other people can do to their own clothing if they want to just revamp it.
Would I need like a special tool to do this, or could I just do it with what I have at home?
Really, all you need is a needle and embroidery thread, and you're set to go. And time and patience. Those are actually probably the two greatest things you need. So I think this is a really good example of a complete transformation. This was once a men's long sleeve, and then I wanted to make something totally different out of that. So I added this high neck collar that ties in the back and have this new feminine detail where it's backless and kind of more comfortable with an elastic band.
So in addition to your sewing and embroidery, I noticed you also take thrifted tees and screen print. Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, there are a lot of T-shirts in a thrift store, and I figured they needed some new life as well. Curly Hair Club is obviously because I have curly hair, and I think that's one of the things that's unique to me that I hated for a long time, and so I wanted to celebrate it. And then the Strong Ass Woman is kind of self-explanatory, but I think this is another one that just celebrates women and in their strength. This one is another denim piece, and it is actually a combination of two pieces. This was an old swimsuit cover-up that I took a piece of and then embroidered on and then added to the back. So it has this kind of see-through feel, but this floral applique.
I mean, how do you know if you should bring a piece home with you? I might see this at a thrift store. I mean, I would buy this jacket, but I think I would see the cover up and say like, no, never.
I think with a lot of training and a lot of experimentation, I've just gotten to a point where I'm like, yeah, I think I have the capability to do something with that. So I think in bringing something home, I don't always know what it's gonna be, but I just have the intention that it's gonna be something beautiful when I'm done with it.